You are now listening to the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast, brought to you by House of Spades Media Group. Enjoy.
Gucci in the trap. Gucci in the trap.
Good.
Hey,
Hello.
and we back in the stew.
Y'all see what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what type of time we on, and y'all know we back once again. There is no more Zoom.
So for the teenagers who listen to this podcast who don't understand certain things, in layman's terms, it's up and it's stuck.
As unfortunately the children do say, it is up.
And it be stuck.
Nonetheless, because it being up, it is stuck as well. Word to Cardi B.
Yeah.
I have donned myself a new MacBook Pro for those of you motherfuckers that don't know.
It's neurocybersyphilis free.
It is. And my co-host here has donned himself in the wake of the battle with Bambi's dad, donned himself a new whip. So we are back here again in studio.
Conflicted,
AKA
nigga.
My mother's house. Donate. We get donations now.
We
so that's
do
gonna
get
be a real
donations.
thing.
Shout out to all you people that listen,
Donations.
because now we important and shit because of you. You
Shout out
make
to
this
y'all.
happen. Yeah.
Even if you don't watch the video. But if you do and you happen to find yourself here with us right now, I
We
would
back,
like to
bitches.
introduce you to something that is soon to be world renowned and one of the best things to ever grace your ear holes.
Damn it, it already is. God damn it. You know what I mean? It's the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast. God damn it, House of Spades Media in this bitch. I'm Jose Ortega. This is my co-host, Bistrick 93rd, and a.k.a. Busy 93, and it's episode 142. We in this bitch. Back in the stew. No more motherfucking Zoom, because fuck that shit.
I can hold the mic. We got computers that won't cut out. We got motherfucking
Great audio again.
unemployment hitting, bitch. Yeah.
That is the spirit of, that's the spirit of broke niggerdom. I feel you. I feel that. That's the spirit of broke niggerdom.
Nah, that's broke niggas on the come up. It's a pandemic. Fuck you talking
that's the
about?
spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Let Crip Jesus take your soul.
It can be
You know
a
what I'm saying?
pancake Panamera and a motherfucking Banamera at this bitch too, nigga. I walk in the Panera, I go ask them, yo, let me get a French onion, a half a bacon turkey Bravo, a motherfucking green juice, and my motherfucking money you got in the back for me. Put it in the brown paper bag with the rest of the food. You feel me? We out here.
No, you don't, nigga. You just take your white ass sandwich and go home.
I leave with a number or two sometimes.
No, you don't. You go to Panera.
Right, I leave with a number.
You
or
a
two.
soup eating ass nigga.
You ain't gonna fuck up. Anyway.
Fuck out here. Soup eating ass nigga.
We back, bitch. I can hold the mic. Anyway,
You look like a spinach soup ass nigga. Hey, what's good with you?
French onion, broccoli, and cheese. You know what I mean? I might do a little chicken noodle here and there. I like how the whites season it from time to time.
You still eat at Benihana?
Soft shell crab and a little filet mignon from time to time.
You ain't got no class. You ain't got no class at all,
Hey,
nigga. Benihana's is only open now, so because that's where plugs meet up with they motherfucking buyers. That's the only reason. They open now just to sit niggas for 15 minutes and walk away.
Business or food, or both. What's wrong with it?
Look,
Have you ever had a soft shell crab, motherfucker? Huh? You know what a soft shell crab tastes like?
yes, from not a Benihana.
Do you, George?
No, he does not. His name's George. Fuck.
You never, Nick. Oh my God.
No, not from Benihana.
Where have you had it from? Because I've only seen Benihana.
Asian
and
places
it's-
where I can't pronounce the fucking name of the Asian place, or just call it Chinese restaurant or Japanese restaurant
China One.
or the Walk.
China One, send it back.
Real shit, nigga. We know y'all. We know y'all get
You
lost.
own every fucking dark corner in every hood. nigga.
with the triple thick glass, nigga. Like for real. Don't
Man, showing niggas-
don't deliver.
Niggas
or,
leave the trap
don't deliver
and
or
walk right
DoorDash
to the
ever.
Chinese spot.
Niggas trapping out of the Chinese spot. What you,
Word to the east side, my nigga. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
you ain't never seen niggas trap out the Chinese spot?
No, I seen that. I
I'm about
just
to say,
never
that's Harlem
seen
shit.
I just never seen a Chinese spot on a residential block. in a residential area. It was like houses, a street, more houses, and then the Chinese spot, and then more houses.
Look.
Like it was like a little alley in front of the Chinese spot. Like it was.
Sometimes you gotta.
Anyway.
Sometimes you gotta clean your money, and you want your money to be clean and safe to the hood.
Man, if you were stable, you been there for a minute. Why not?
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
You feel me? Everybody gotta make their motherfucking money and do nice shit with it, like your man.
That's a fact. Like my man. Who's my man?
Your man to put the diamond on his forehead.
Hey. Now, hold up.
I thought he put a pink diamond on his forehead.
No slander.
The same
of
shade,
the 4'8" legend known
the same
as Little Uzi
shade
Vert
of diamond. It was like he had the same shade of fucking pink jumpsuit on when he whooped my man's ass in the Starbucks. Remember that? It's the same. It's the same color of pink.
Can you blame him?
Nigga
You see niggas in copy and they got Sauce Walker out here. They got Tory Lanez taping niggas pendants to his face. And motherfucking who else got a diamond in his face? Nigga, whoever else did it, you know Lil Uzi did not start the trend. Word to the bass guy. Lil B actually kind of did that 10 years ago.
Put like
but $25 million in your face?
Yeah, he put a $25 million on his fucking forehead. Now, this just tells me one thing. And this is where the street nigga in me comes up. You 4'8", nigga. You probably like
4'11" legend.
You probably 3'11" in person. So what the fuck is not stopping me from like literally grabbing you like a baby and like throwing you in the back of a van and
snatching that bitch out your face?
Real shit.
Security. Not for nothing.
Guns.
Just because I seen him hop over the counter for a nigga head. I'm willing to bet he gonna fight you. And he made it very clear he got insurance on that motherfucker. So even if you did snatch it out of his face.
But he kind of having another one. It's reported that he's having like problems with the motherfucker. Like,
well, it's
yes,
diamond in your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe,
but yeah, swelling.
He might have
and
problems,
bleeding, and if he's saying like if it's not properly removed and taken care of and shit medically, that he could die from. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. So I'm just saying.
Hey! Is you balling or no?
If I'm gonna run up on the 3 foot legend, you know, is Baby Pluto, as you say.
3'11" legend, get it together.
Baby Pluto, whatever, nigga. You talk about this nigga. If I gotta run up with guns to go actually stop his security from actually doing anything with it anyway, at the very least, when I take a set of pliers and peel that shit off this nigga head, you think I give a fuck about this nigga's health? It's $25 million.
No, you don't.
Exactly.
But, I mean, it's a liability for him, not you. It's a lick for anybody that wants to, kidnap a child.
Benny the Butcher just got ran outside of a Walmart for like $250,000 in jewelry.
I mean, there is an argument you shouldn't walk around with that much money on you anyway.
This shit's on his head.
You gonna snatch it out or not?
Yes.
Right,
if I'm about that life, nigga, all I need is a pair of pliers, a blowtorch, a sock, 3 niggas with guns, and that's it.
I feel like for you to have planned this out as
that's just simple shit.
That's what I'm saying. For you to have planned this out as non-thoroughly as you seem to have, I don't think it's gonna work like that. I feel like A, Uzi can fight. B,
not me,
might knock your ass out.
Nigga, please.
And C, you never know, nigga. Security might really be with the shits.
His reach isn't long enough to reach my face.
You don't know that.
And I'm not even 6 foot.
That boy might super punch your ass. He's small. He agile. He can dip. That boy might walk on walls like Neo for all you know.
I got a 4-year-old that jumps off walls and shit. I catch it and throw it all the time to keep it off of me and shit. That's simple. This is what I trained for. What do you mean?
I think the bigger question.
Rob spider monkeys that want to put $25 million on a fucking dome piece like some idiots.
I think the bigger question is
you rappers need to stop walking around like walking licks. And I'm talking to you and I'm talking to George.
When have I ever been a walking lick in the whole time you've known me?
Never. But
exactly.
But do you have $25 million to just put in your fucking head?
Might have had 25,000. Nigga, and nobody would know because I don't do that shit.
$25 million to put on your fucking head.
Currently, no. And if I did, I still wouldn't fucking do it.
Exactly.
But that's not an investment, my nigga.
But I'm telling you, Y'all niggas rappers, stop motherfucking like coming out here and shit and thinking that y'all not walking licks. Niggas got guns too.
I mean, rappers got guns.
Yeah.
Some of them. And the ones that don't either got security or they stupid.
I'm willing to do a kidnapping and a shootout for $25 million. If I'm that grimy, if I'm the grimiest of all time, if I'm the GOAT.
See, now, this is, like I said, this is what I was trying to get to. This is the bigger question here. Let's say we rob this little nigga and we get the diamond out his face. We all know most things lose quarter, half the value by the time it leaves the store. So he's at 15 once he walked out the door. When we take it out his face and clean it, because you know it's going to be bloody, where are we at? 10, 8, 7? You're not getting 25 for pulling it out his face, my nigga.
No. You're willing to get out and get into a shootout with some motherfuckers and kidnap a little 3'11" nigga?
Not to pull a diamond out of a nigga head, nah.
Ah, shit.
For one pink diamond that I'm about to have to split these M's with a nigga that I probably don't like and don't know. Nah.
Oh, no, I'm going to ice them niggas. They didn't get no cut. The fuck you mean?
See, you trying to be the Joker or some shit.
No, I said I'm the grimiest of all time, nigga. We going through this shit, and we know the value of it's going to drop. The niggas that are least important but that are needed for the scheme, yeah, I'm going to drop y'all niggas.
So, some Joker, Dark Knight shit. Like I said.
Pretty much, but yeah, I'm dropping y'all niggas. Grimiest of all time, like I said, you put think that you can just if the shit wasn't damn near affected and about to kill him or some shit, nigga, we saying that. If it's that. And he's just walking around with 25 million. You can't go to the mall unprotected ever again. In any type of way.
Who feels comfortable walking? I don't think you could travel with 25 million and not have multiple people around you. One person is not going to stuff 25 million in a trunk unless it's to go transport it to another place.
You could fit that nigga in a duffel bag.
You could.
By himself.
But you're not going to the mall with 25 M's in the trunk. It's ridiculous.
No, you're not. But it's on his head. So all you got to do is take him. Okay. I don't recommend anybody do this. So but I'm just saying.
You're right. No, we are not condoning.
No, we're not condoning any of this.
Or assassination of Baby Pluto. We are not doing that.
I actually do like some of his music.
Me as well. But we are saying that, nigga, you are a walking fucking.
You a walking bank, my nigga.
Yeah. You a walking ticket. You a walking lottery ticket now. Congratulations.
Like, even if you got 12 armed niggas to the teeth.
Even Sauce Walker was reasonable.
In the lick itself, after clearing everything, would be 10 million. The whole lick, 10 million. That's your take from flipping it off and everything. Okay. And it takes 10 minutes.
I feel like because of the blood and how you get it, the nigga that finds out you took Lil Uzi's diamond, you getting like 5 for that bitch, bro. It's hot for him to just have it. You gonna get taxed, nigga.
Yeah, but you can chop it down and make it into something else and still get that money off.
That's fucking with the continuity of the diamond. And the diamond is worth less even than what the fuck you would get just for pulling it out of his face.
We getting through with $1 million scheme here. What do you want?
Multi-million if you don't fuck it up.
Exactly. So what the fuck
the way you talking, you breaking the diamond and shit, that's gonna get you pennies, nigga.
Look, nigga, we doing $1 million scheme or not? That's all I'm saying. Even you doing, I'm saying, hypothetically, use a $10 million take.
And if you the jeweler that would accept that diamond, you a piece of shit. That's some Jacob shit, nigga.
Don't you dare try and shit on someone else's hustle, Bistrick. That is disrespectful.
What's the difference between niggas selling you fake diamonds and niggas selling you stolen diamonds?
Nigga, we stole them from Africa. What the fuck you want?
Nobody pays attention to that. That's besides the point.
Nigga, what you want? But you still like.
I mean, do African lives matter? Anyway. I said African, not black. Anyway. All
right, Ezekiel. All right. Your coonery is on Super Saiyan 3 today, huh?
Hey, nigga, I'm pardon, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, you on the life of Pablo right now, nigga. Your coonery is an extra.
Hey, how many times have you bought a diamond and thought about all the African children that got cut up to fucking get it to you? Never, Exactly. So I ain't the only asshole sitting here. And neither are you if you've listened and purchased diamonds from a Jared or a Jacob or a Johnny.
Yeah, but it's a terrible thing, just like hustling.
Yeah, I mean, we know that. But
Just like peddling meth is a terrible thing, but you gonna knock the hustle?
It exists. You're right. You know it exists. You can't really knock it.
Exactly.
Same thing with buying an iPhone. I got an iPhone. You got an iPhone. You got an iPhone. How many Chinese people jumped off that building just to make our 3 iPhones? Huh?
Well, probably a dozen. But exactly. I hope all of them.
We on the 12.
I hope all of them got proper burials.
Well, we don't have 12, but yeah, they probably didn't. They work for anyway. Yeah, they probably didn't.
I'm just trying to be respectful for the lives that it cost for me to get my iPhone.
Word to them Chinese motherfuckers that jumped because you had to put that A9 chip, whatever.
Yeah, working 132 hours a week, 42 days a week. But if you back to what I'm saying,
like that.
If your take is 10 million, and this nigga's guarded by 12 motherfuckers, and then you talking about 10 niggas with guns, including yourself, it's $1 million take a piece. 10
niggas with guns and you.
Yeah, that's
$1 million take a piece. 25 million. We got 11.
No, I'm talking about that's you getting the 10 million after the whole heist and everything. You getting 10.
So it's 9 niggas with guns and you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's $1 million apiece. You telling me to try and stick, and there's 12 niggas with guns. That means all you need really is like 2 big niggas to actually subdue 2 other motherfuckers, like 2 niggas at a time. And all you gotta do is take this little nigga.
I mean, if you want to get technical like that, you could just catch nigga in the right place, hire some snipers, snipe out the security.
You could hire Selena Powell, but it's like you gotta off that bitch later, like, cause you know she gonna say something.
Yeah, that just convolutes things.
But I'm just saying, you can hire a bitch to woo that nigga into a hotel room and then be like, yo, guess what? We taking you, no Liam Neeson. Get in the fucking trunk.
You do not have a special set of skills.
No. Not prepared for this, nigga, because I would snatch that shit out your forehead and throw you out the window. Like, don't be stupid.
I mean,
what you gonna do?
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. Hear me out here. This is Lil Uzi we talking about. If you put $25 million in your face, you've had to have thought about multiple kidnapping scenarios at this point because you made the decision to do this. You know you short.
You can't go nowhere in Colombia by yourself. What I mean?
So, what if you just ready to die?
I mean, that's a good way to, start that
I
roll.
Put this 25 years and like, kill me. Go ahead, take it. Whatever. Do you? Like, if you want to be that guy. I mean, but I'm just saying, if you put 25 million in your face, like literally in your face.
Look.
Yeah, I mean.
Look, fam.
You might, A, just not give a fuck that much, or B, just be the nigga willing to take whatever come with it anyway. And not for nothing, Uzi's never really marketed himself since he's been mainstream, never really marketed himself as a street nigga. So,
no. What
street niggas are pulling up on Uzi to rob him? He did a mixtape with Future. Street niggas would yell at other street niggas for doing shit like that. You violated Future, homeboy. What you talking about? Why would you do that?
Nigga, you think if I'm the grimiest of all time,
that
I give a fuck about what's going on in this nigga's like social media life and public life? No. What I care about is the lick that you got on your face. Pause. And when I grab this motherfucker off your face and shit, flip this motherfucker and overnight a rich man, and I'm going to invest in AMC and Bitcoin and shit.
GameStop.
Nigga, it's on you.
I mean, is it on you or is it on your face?
Look, fam. Daniel Hernandez is one day gonna have to see me. And
you see he's back out again.
Oh yeah. And when I see and this nigga can bring his little goofy ass to Detroit if he want to, and I'm gonna knock his ass out like Trick.
Is that what he was talking about?
No. But I'm just saying this is gonna happen.
I didn't watch the video.
And I'm gonna take his Baby Shark chain and give it to my daughter and shit on some classic shit. Word to the city. But that's something that I can just like knock him out and take off his neck.
Still gotta fight through 100 security guards.
And bullets.
And probably federal police.
Right now.
Give it a few more years.
You just gotta be patient. Anyway.
I mean, he will run out of money eventually.
Exactly. But besides the point, I can just like stick this motherfucker and actually take take the shit off of him. You've put yourself in a position now that two things can happen if you're Lil Uzi. One, I take all of you, meaning you as a whole person, like a whole miniaturized, you got to have a booster seat to drive an Escalade sized person. And I just snatch this bitch off your fucking head. You know what I'm saying? Just take you, kidnap, and then snatch it out, and you die pretty much probably from bleeding out because I'm sure that's an intricate surgery. Or, the worst thing would be simple enough, would just be to shoot your dumb ass nigga and just snatch the motherfucker out right there and just bounce out. Either way.
I mean, that's the easier route.
It is easier.
Sure.
It's easier route. But the point is,
once again, not condoning the murder or kidnapping of Lil Uzi Vert.
No.
So if you a street nigga watching this, shh.
We did not condone any of this. But I'm just saying, if you in that, like, I could just shoot you, nigga, and just take it right there, nigga, and wouldn't even have to kidnap you. I don't even, all I got to do is have, like I said, a pair of pliers and clink.
Yeah, but
somebody really might vision this nigga. Think about it. Somebody might really take the Infinity Stone.
You gotta have Thanos balls to do that, though.
Well,
you gotta have Thanos balls for that. And Thanos had some balls.
Trump. What? Trump is Thanos, ain't he? No, probably not anymore.
Ineffective Thanos.
I'm about to say, like, he's like Thanos after the Infinity Stones.
No,
because he ain't got
that much credit.
No, because he had a little bit too power to stop himself from getting fucked completely. You know what I'm saying? Because he was at one point in time president.
Yeah, Trump kind of.
But
no.
But Trump wouldn't have a reason to steal Lil Uzi's $25 million diamond, not unless he was just that.
Yes, he was. He's $1 billion in debt.
Well,
Trump got just as much reason to kidnap that nigga as we do. Fuck is you talking about?
Damn,
he ain't got the Billy.
But you won't kidnap baby Pluto though if you Donald Trump. You just freed one of your best coons, Lil Wayne. Send him out there to do some coon money work, and you know what I'm saying, make that money, boy.
What you gonna do? Make a song and say my name? Great.
No, you make it so like, look.
Let's be honest. Trump hustling so many niggas right now, nigga. Tony Montana would be surprised.
All he got to do is go to Lil Wayne.
He ain't even selling coke. This nigga just selling.
Look,
conspiracy, I guess.
Look here, boy. I got you out of jail. So for the fact that I got you out of jail, and
one night in Miami, no, you can't come in.
And you appreciate, and you know what I'm saying, and you've already exemplified your allegiance to the Legion of Coonery. I'm just gonna need you to get out there and do shows immediately and get this money to me post haste because I might go into prison forever.
Can you imagine signing a record deal with Donald Trump because he got you out of jail? Like what if every nigga
he would have Kodak and Lil Wayne out the gate. I don't think that would be the most terrible startup to a label.
It's not. But if you Lil Wayne or you Kodak,
then
like if that was a stipulation of the pardon, like, look, we'll let you out of your jail sentence or whatever, nigga, but you gotta you gotta give us 3 albums. Who?
Hey.
Trump Records, nigga.
But you know what? You know what?
If you got a 10-year bid,
Kanye might go over there though.
You know what I'm saying?
Kanye might go over there too, nigga. Kanye would be next.
Oh, it's gonna definitely be some Trump good collaborations.
Yeah,
good Trump collaborations. That's what they gonna call the first project. Good Trump.
Oh man, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. The only person I would look down upon from good, if someone collaborated with him,
Big Sean.
No, I already looked down upon him. I'm talking about Pusha T.
I think at that point, Pusha T would probably just be like, "Hey, this is my last year here. Been a nice ride. I fuck with you still, but I can't be in public with this anymore."
You think he's gonna work at OVO?
At least I'd like to think he would do that. Huh?
He gonna go work at OVO?
No. Push starting his own shit.
Push gonna go over there and work at OVO. And shit, gonna reconcile with Drake.
That would be the ultimate end to the fucking Drake and Push. That would be akin to Jay and Nas. Like, motherfucker, we beefed out and you come work for me. and you ain't really had no choice. You was trying to get out of a situation. You didn't want to do your own thing. Not to push whatever do that.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Drake put his, you know what I'm saying, postponed his album and shit because, you know what I'm saying, he battling an ACL injury because he wanted to play pickup games with Steph Curry and shit, you know what I'm saying? OVO need to drop an album. I might need a push album.
Sometimes you got to play pickup with the God.
I'm actually kind of upset about Steph Curry breaking his
light
fucking
skin
shit
versus
down.
light skin.
I'm actually kind of upset about that because, one, Aubrey had no damn sense at all being on the same court as Steph Curry and thinking he was going to do something. And
it was for the gram. You know it was for the gram. You know it was for the gram.
The gram moment for the gram. That's funny. Aubrey Drake Graham. But that moment.
Triple entendre, don't even ask me how.
Jesus. Anyway, yeah. And he had no reason being out there at all. That's number one. And two, that Graham moment tore down his whole ACL. How a Graham moment put you in the hospital, surgery, and a rehab.
Conspiracy theory busy. Coming to the light once again for all you motherfuckers listening in. Check me out. How in a pandemic do you tear your ACL playing against the other light-skinned god other than yourself and, nigga, not put out the album because you broke a leg? It's a pandemic. Ain't nobody doing no shows. Who gives a fuck? The album wasn't done. You're trying to fix it. And you did that. You broke your shit. And now you want to just, hey, all right, maybe. I don't know. But hey, maybe I thought everything got cleared. I tore my ACL, found out everything didn't get cleared, and then I pushed the album back. Or maybe it did leak, as was speculated a few weeks ago.
Let's keep it.
And now I got to change some shit around. And I tore my ACL, so that's the excuse.
Let's keep it a trill bill, bruh. Drake the only person signed to OVO right now other than the Vision that making good music.
Well, it's his label. I would hope so. You on your label, you should be one of the
Party
people
hasn't made good music
you know what I'm saying?
since his first album. That's a damn shame. He over here looking like McConan. There's a more talented version of McConan.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh no, that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like and shit.
Nah, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to McConan?
He became gay and then dissed Drake and then said he was retiring, and then right after that he came back and said he unretired, and that's the last I heard of McConan. But
I mean, wasn't he gay the whole time?
He said he was gay after he got dropped from OVO.
So you,
cause he would.
Is you OVO gay or is you just like gay?
I think he was OVO.
Is that a form of gay for play?
I think so. No, I think it's straight for play because I think he was straight on. I think he was straight on OVO, but then once he got dropped from OVO, then he's like, "Yo, I'm gay now." So I think he was trying to mask his gayness because he was around all them aisles. You feel me?
If all else fails, nigga, you get in the corner, you getting canceled or something. Come out.
That didn't help his career, bro. Like that.
I'm sure it mitigated some things.
I think it would have. I think it would have helped Macklemore. If Macklemore would have definitely helped Macklemore. I do not think it would have worked for McConan.
Yeah. And he wrote the song.
Yeah, it would make so much more sense. It would resonate more with that audience. You feel me? It would
I just didn't know how to tell y'all. So.
Yeah, it would actually revive him because he would be like the staple.
Yo, Macklemore, if you listening, come out.
Cause real shit. Cause they're look. Who's the?
We know you in that club.
Who's like the new who's the new gay Superman now? You know what I'm saying? Because at one point in time it was Elton John.
Jeffree Star.
No. You can't compare him to the gay Superman from last generation.
Gay Superman, nigga.
Elton John was the gay Superman from last generation. So
right, last generation.
So who there has to be one standing now like
Jeffree Star.
No.
All right. Who's the gay god? Oh no, nigga.
This is terrible.
I don't keep up with the gays like that.
Oh shit. Oh, this is funny. But
Magic Johnson's son.
Think Elton John gay?
Have you seen his? Have you ever Google image search that nigga? Yes, he's Elton John gay. He's Elton John, nigga.
Yeah, but he's that level of gay. But I'm just saying, like, he's not successful in gay. His dad is successful and has AIDS. He just so happens to be the son of a successful AIDS dad and shit. And he just gay.
We could have left the AIDS out, but okay.
No, I'm gonna acknowledge that every time I talk about Magic Johnson and shit.
They have at-home tests now. It's not that bad. Big Tarvey and all them other ones. I mean, I would say send the bag, but none of us have AIDS, so it's kind of pointless to say send the bag.
Oh God,
you're gonna have to just throw that.
Oh,
George fucking up the shot. You bum.
God damn it.
You a bum.
I was gonna throw it.
Bum ass bitch.
I was waiting for you to
bum.
Just get,
sit down, nigga.
You could have just gotten in. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
your haircut when you ruin my shot, nigga.
Damn.
Get your haircut when you ruin my shot. Nigga.
And it's funny as hell too, cause this nigga George just called Bidrick 93rd son. Like all types of sloppy and shit. Told him to tuck his shirt in and before the podcast. That shit was funny as hell.
Hey, you know, sometimes nigga gotta, sometimes you gotta have a nigga check for you.
Nigga disrespected your musty swag, but
hey, it ain't musty swag. This motherfucking fresh out the shower, rocking a fit from 2 days ago. Feel me?
Yeah, like
I recorded with my shirt off. How?
Yeah, and you looked musty.
I probably was then.
Yeah, I was next to you.
Huh? That was intentional. Right.
Yeah, but I didn't want to.
I would have noticed it.
I didn't really want to look at this nigga just sweating in the slave room and shit while we trying to do a podcast in 110-degree weather.
Hey, I don't know why you playing. When we move this podcast to OnlyFans, nevertheless, how you think we gonna have to do it? Butt naked with bitches, nigga.
I'm not doing a podcast next to you butt naked.
You won't be. It'll be a girl here and a girl here. They'll be butt naked next to each other. We'll be on both ends as now.
I don't want to be in the same room.
They'll be the moderators. No. Hey, that's a Patreon OnlyFans crossover.
That's exactly
the special show once a week where we butt naked talking shit with bitches.
I've been trying to tell you from Jump Street that you're going to have the Me Too movement going to destroy you.
If I raped, yeah, but I don't rape. I just know how to talk to a motherfucker to make it consensual.
No.
Well, no, that sounds like manipulation. That's not good.
That's R. Kelly shit.
They agree. Put it like that. I offer, they agree. Huh?
That's R. Kelly, Marilyn Manson shit.
But when you look at Marilyn Manson, you kind of know that he probably peed on somebody and slapped them with something.
Oh, he's definitely peed. Like,
right.
He's definitely.
Right.
But it was unconsensual. I would think sometimes, he's a disgusting motherfucker. He probably was looking at.
I never peed on nobody who didn't want it.
Evan Rachel Woods and her just plain white facedness and when she's sleeping and shit and just stood over and ejaculated and just like shat on her fucking head.
Yo.
And she just woke up with just a turd on her face.
And in advance, I'm going to pause this whole question because we're on the topic, it just popped in my head, and I guess we should all be concerned as to why. But do you think Marilyn, you know how pale he is, right?
Yeah.
Is his dick paler?
I don't want to think about
because at that point, it'd be like translucent, right?
I don't
How you abuse people with a translucent penis?
I don't want to think about any of those things.
Okay, but if you had a translucent penis,
one, I feel bad for the people that have to work this case. So
for sure,
because now they're gonna have to.
Sure.
They're now probably in possession of Marilyn Manson's laptop to investigate some of these.
And they're gonna find more things.
Yeah.
Maybe not nothing super wild, but
yeah,
Marilyn Manson level of I'm not surprised this is here.
And this is gonna be like madly gross. So it's gonna add on to the fact
I feel like he has
you gotta
a shit
watch
fetish.
those sex tapes and be like, make sure if that girl doesn't look like she's underage or some shit. Now I'm just watching a Marilyn Manson contortionist show of all types of just nasty orginess. I'm not with it. The throat, the toss, blood
gang. It's Black History Month, bitch. I got my powers. What's up?
Blood catch. Hey, you got mossed. Anyway, but yeah, like that's how I feel about it. Like I feel bad for those guys. Like that's kind of fucked up. They don't have to see all this. They gonna have to think about it. Dude gonna have to go home to his family and try and go to sleep and hug his daughter and think about Marilyn Manson sex tape about how he peed and shitted on a 73-year-old woman who had like clitoris like ring all across the lip piercings and shit. And tattoos from head to toe.
Not for nothing, I'm going to say this and then we're going to get off of this because this shit is nasty. But
yeah,
if you got the wherewithal to rape someone of age, you got the wherewithal. And this is not pedophile defense, but you got the wherewithal not to rape, period.
I'm not saying
if
rape.
You know
not,
if you know if you're going to rape, I'm not touching no kids. But my girl, it's all on the table. You still got mad issues. But, I mean, it's not that. But at the same time, like I said, you look at a Marilyn Manson, can't you just... You feel like... It's like when you see Harvey Weinstein. Nigga, you feel, yeah, he did that. He probably did that. You got no real proof other than what somebody's saying. Maybe a video like R. Kelly. I didn't want to believe R. Kelly was peeing on people. I'm mad this keep coming up.
They got Gayleen Maxwell.
Until I saw the video. Huh?
They got Gayleen Maxwell. She done snitched on that nigga like 4 or 5 times. You know he came up in conversation.
I don't think Gayleen is snitching.
Shit.
I think Gayleen gonna die on that. Before she give up everything, she gonna give up a couple niggas because she gotta play the game. Anyway.
She's snitching. Anyway.
Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself, is what we're saying. Which I think you all know by now.
Yeah, he was assassinated. By, you know what I'm saying? By
the government and the Democrats that fucking praise Satan and eat babies. Huh?
Calm down, Ezekiel. Calm down. Calm down. Next thing you know, you're going to be yelling at your son that wears a 3 hat. Like, calm down. You're like, Jesus Christ.
If my son ever motherfucking put on a 3 hat, I'd have to assume he was what Kevin Hart said he assumed his child was and smash a dollhouse over his head. That was a very intricate joke.
I'm gonna
look it up.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, my nigga. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Your kid's gonna wear a 3 hat.
No,
it's gonna wear a 3 hat. It is
new era at the worst.
It's gonna be a new era 3. Yeah.
No such thing. New era would never.
Because and it would be fucked up too if your kid was born like on the third day of it or third day of a month. So I definitely gonna get the little nigga on some shit with a 3 on it. And you know, in your drunken Ezekiel rage, you're gonna yell at him often.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's the type of.
I would never get drunk and yell at a child. Would I get drunk and yell at a toddler? Maybe. But a child? No. Or a baby. Which one is which?
Nigga, you stupid. Anyway.
You a baby first. Then you would toddler. Then you would. So babies. I don't yell at babies.
That's a lie.
I don't.
I have a harsh time believing that. I
yell at toddlers and up.
It's the same thing.
3 and up. You can get these vocals, nigga.
I drove all the way down here for that. I hate you. Jesus Christ. All right.
What else we got?
Let's see. Oh, my favorite part. We did talk about how we was gonna talk about the Capone review of why it was so trash as far as relation and shit.
No, why the people said it.
Why the people think it was trash,
and then the reality of it, considering what we know now since we've watched it.
All right, I'm gonna ask your opinion first. What did you think? What did you think?
I thought it was different, and when I say different, I mean I like the fact they made a gangster movie in a different way. Not necessarily in reverse, because they didn't really do it in reverse, but the memento, you felt like, even if you don't know who Al Capone is, you felt like this is a guy that's been through a lot of shit, and he's at that point now where shit is just, he's just aging out the game for the most part. So, as a cinematic adventure, I feel like it was decent. It was a nice new take on a gangster movie. But you know, the acting. It was a lot of the thing that got me more. The main thing that got me about the movie was that it annoyed me and got me, and that I didn't like, and that I think went too long. Was the
that nigga had like three
cigar and shit.
Yeah, that nigga had like 3 strokes and shit.
I get he's
And
but
had
I feel like it
neurosyphilis.
was a lot on that. And it was what, the 40s. If you had syphilis, you couldn't just go get some penicillin like up the street. You couldn't just go do that. So you kind of had to rock with
neurosyphilis
that.
today
Yeah,
is
you got it in
really
your
only
brain.
found in people who have like HIV and AIDS, and like it's going that way.
Right. But, you know, if you Al Capone, you might catch a thing or two. The fact that he caught it at the time he caught it.
Said he had it since he was 15.
The fact that it got worse then, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
The fact that it got
progresses.
worse then and then got that bad. I mean, wait, what pussy did you slide into when you was 15? To where they gave you syphilis in your brain, nigga? The pussy was that fire?
You get
in the opposite way? It was on fire.
You have syphilis first. And
you gotta fuck something to get syphilis.
Yeah.
Or be born with it.
But you have
if you can be. I don't even know if you can be.
But you end up with syphilis, right? You don't get neurosyphilis until it's like progressed through your body and system for years and years and years
so
untreated.
Right.
So it's like by
So
the
that
time
nigga caught syphilis trying to get the pussy when he was 15.
Yeah.
And by the time he was 45, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that was the other thing. That was the depressing part.
From the scale that I looked at, because I had to look up the shit about neurosyphilis, like during
looked it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, neurosyphilis, goddamn, who fucked your brain? But that was like, who fucked your brain? But I had to look it up and I'm like, what? How do you get this bad?
Right.
And the scale, it was pretty much saying from 9 to 12 years and up. That's when having it for so long can start to affect your brain and your internal organs for pretty much a decade or more. He had it for a couple of decades by that point. You know what I'm saying? He was damn near fucking half retarded. But continue.
Well, that just made me think about some other shit. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that it was, I guess that's the main part I can say that I like about it is the way it was done, the way the story played out about iconic figure that I've only seen, even in I'm not gonna say we've all, but I'm one of those people that's had an affinity for gangster movies my whole life. Watched a lot of gangster movies. Watched a lot of gangster movies based on Al Capone, in different scenarios.
Yeah, but you've seen him as a gangster
to whatever. This was different and new and dope in that sense, but in the sense of the hour 50 minute, 2 hour 10 minute,
hour and 47
minute runtime, I feel like we could have cut 20 off of it. Still, I don't know. Like I said, we talked about it, and by the time we went to go watch it, it was up to like 3.5 stars. But we've all seen.
It's down to 3 today.
We all know though that this was one of the, in recent times, let's say the last 5 years, one of the worst rated movies to come out, especially for a gangster film.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. I wouldn't even say it was good, but it wasn't bad. I give it, out of 5 stars, 2.75.
Oh, you're a very gracious person.
Because I can't say 3. And I don't want to say 2.5.
I give it half a star. I start off with my rating, and I'll explain why as it goes on.
Okay, please do.
All right.
Yeah.
So, the movie starts off legit. This is my big problem. First off, number one, movie starts off pretty much without any acknowledgement or point to what a plot is. And and by the time I had paused the movie to take a piss, was actually when they finally got to the point of what the plot was. But
it was a solid 10 minutes where it was just like,
no, it was 47 minutes in by the time you actually acknowledged like halfway through the movie, by the time they acknowledged what the plot was. Because all you see was
living his life.
Yeah, and everybody around him, and he's losing his motherfucking mind. That's all you see. And a bunch of the people just asking him questions about shit, and you can tell this man is half fucking retarded.
I like the opening scene with the little girl. The first Thanksgiving with the little girl. I did like that. The little Thanksgiving story. I thought that was very, very old New York. Very old gangster New York.
Yeah, but I tell you what about that scene. That scene is very misleading to the rest of the movie because it's a great start to what you think is going to be greatness.
Some crazy shit. And it's like two crazy scenes.
And they really don't fucking happen. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because this nigga, the two major things that happen in the movie where you just like, oh shit, this nigga done lost his mind, like for real, went on a rampage. This shit's all happening in his dome piece, bro. Yeah. Like it's not even real for real. The only thing that was real, that really happened, is that he shot the fucking gardener and shit with the fucking Liberace Tommy gun.
I feel like if it had been, hear me out, more of that would have made it better. Because if there was more dream sequences to pull back into how far you are pulling out of reality yourself and the reality you know, I think that's more of a story than an hour and 20 minutes of deterioration and whatever the fucking leading up to what the story is, and then the last 20 minutes of hallucination scenes.
You didn't even know that Matt Dillon was dead for real until 10 minutes before the movie was over.
Right. Because when you first see him, you go like, oh, this is Mans. He came in to see him. Must have some business because he's younger. And then you figure out, oh,
big
shit.
Contradiction to the movie for me, too. When that nigga showed up and then they went fishing.
Whole scene, that was like 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
And they was on the boat together.
He cried and everything.
How the fuck did this nigga on his own just end up going on a boat off the reservation pretty much?
His wife agreed to it.
Nigga, like, what
her sexy ass. Shout out to Velma from the OG Scooby-Doo live
Linda
action
Cardellini.
Movie. Yes, her sexy ass. And shout out to the porno that's based off of that. You know, Daphne and Velma. We see you too.
You're pervert, sir, with your cosplay.
Hey, I just like playing.
I
play the game, baby. Play the game.
You probably fuck Scooby.
If she's cute enough.
And Scrappy Doo.
If she's cute enough. Hey, you put a bitch with dog ears in front of me and a tail in her butt, I'm going to pull the tail out and eat the butt. Flat out.
There goes another endorsement out the window.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, you want to do some ads? We got ads.
I wasn't finished with my motherfucking my review.
After this.
Do we got to do it after this?
One, because I promised her. So we do have to do one.
Yes, we're going to do one.
Yeah.
So let me get my review out the way.
Go ahead.
But, all right. So that was a big thing for it, too. There was a contradiction in there that made no sense to what realistically could have happened. There's no explanation of that.
All right.
So that's a big thing. Another thing, what you was getting at, this nigga's...
Yeah, all of that.
I didn't need all that. I could have had more. If there was like legit flashback moments to where he was actually like a legit gangster and there was those moments and shit.
I thought it was going to be that.
That's what I figured it would be.
When you go to the Louis Armstrong dream sequence, the way all of them people died was corny as fuck to what it could have been.
And it was unrealistic because everyone got killed. Niggas was just...
And then he's just like...
Yeah, and then everything... yeah, and there's this weird-ass hallucination, and that's when he's having his, like, second stroke and shit. But
yeah, this nigga face down in the kitchen.
Yeah, like, it's the wildest shit ever. Then he shoots... Like, he has a whole fucking hallucination about a fucking, a massacre, pretty much, where he's shooting the motherfuckers that he don't trust in his goddamn house. And
that was the beginning of the dream sequence with the gardener.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was when he first turned around and...
Yeah, and shot man.
That gold Tommy gun was hard.
But
that gold Tommy gun was hard.
The Liberace Tommy gun?
That bitch was hard.
That shit was hard. But there was
that bitch had like, what, 100 rounds in it, it sounded like?
That nigga shot... Bruh, he shot like at least 300 rounds. There was a point when...
It was at least 200 before he reloaded.
He didn't reload.
Which should have gave it away.
That's what gave it away to me. Sequence. I was like, oh,
should have gave it away because he never reloaded the whole time. He shot the gardener, walked all through the property, and shot at everything. Changed the clip maybe once, and then fell in the water.
And the thing about that too, that nigga was surrounded by police officers. They knew what the fuck this nigga was doing. They was watching and monitoring him and monitoring his peoples. You think none of these motherfuckers would have shot this nigga in the fucking back as soon as he turned around, especially he's half retarded with a fucking Tommy gun?
Like, oh shit, he still got it.
Like
what?
Nigga, this shit was crazy. So I was like, all right, now this is just stupid now because I know this is fake. Like I know this isn't real to the story.
It didn't give it away to me at first though, because it was like, I guess it was that's kind of why it tricks you, is because it's the action, it's the build up that you've been waiting for from this movie about this iconic gangster, and then it transports you back to him on the floor face down. It's like it's what they call it. It gives you blue. The movie gives you blue balls. It gives you blue balls.
Yeah, it's anticlimactic. Let's put it. Yeah, that's the word that those.
Anti-cinematic to some degree.
It was by far.
It wasn't actually a movie.
It's by far the worst movie I've seen in a year and a half because I've been very particular about my movies.
Can't go that far.
I will go that far because
and
also
what's his name? Mark Breen. Yeah,
and it was
Neil Breen. I've seen those movies this year, so can't say it's the worst I've seen.
You might have to grab this one. I don't want to.
Word to Neil.
I don't want to burn down the whole house and shit. But
if you ruin my shot again with that haircut, we gonna have a problem.
That nigga say you look like a homeless person.
Braid it or cut it, bitch.
But
yeah, what's stopping you?
Stop talking to the help.
You right.
But
slave masters, nigga. Huh?
And it's one of those movies too that you could tell that either they didn't know what to write, decided not to write nothing, or was like, we wasted so much time in film on what we have filmed. Fuck it, we're just gonna get to the end because he shoots mans. Right after that, it fast forwards to like the next Thanksgiving. His son that he's never seen is there. He holds his hand. And then it's over. And I'm just like, what the fuck? All right. All right.
Yeah, the ending was super trash, too. Now that I think, yeah. The ending was super trash.
So it gives, like, and that's why the reason I give it a half.
It lets you think, I guess, which was the point. But
I only give it the half a star because.
You almost make me want to bring mine down.
The only reason I give it a half a star is because there's not a point in the film where I like the beginning, middle, nor end, but I like the ideal of the concept because it's like the concept is not terrible.
I guess that's what I was saying.
It was very, 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 very poorly executed.
It's a different gangster movie. It's a different kind of gangster movie. The execution was
It's not a gangster movie. It's a psychological drama.
Surrounded by a gangster, so by default, it's a
it's a biographical event surrounding a gangster. But but overall, it's a psychological drama. Because what these niggas was doing was trying to grill out a pretty much half retarded, dual stroked out gangster member who ain't gonna talk to the police anyway about fucking where he hit $10 million. You think they gonna find shit? No.
And before we get to that, can we talk about? I'm glad you brought up 10 million. Can we talk about the kid that fucking existed but didn't exist, and that was known about but wasn't known about until the estranged kid, George, I think his name was.
Tony.
Word to you.
Tony.
It was Tony. Whatever. Huh?
Well, a quarter of a brownie point for you for being George. But yeah, that shit was. I think that
added to the confusion.
I think it was more than payoff. Unnecessary. I think it was.
It added to the confusion with no payoff.
Yeah,
it had no payoff.
That's what I'm saying. It was like
it's not like he transferred it to him. He was the nigga to go take over. So there wasn't none of that shit.
I've seen Steven Seagal movies that I thought were terribly concept, and they were terrible movies. But I liked like a legit 20 minutes of it. That gave it like at least 1 star. This don't get that. This just gets the half. I can't roll and say like that movie was entertaining to me in any type of way, shape, or form. Not even kind of, sort of, even a little bit. Even made my ball and my dick twitch, and even a little bit.
See, like I said, it wasn't terrible, wasn't great, and it was barely good, but it was a decent film. I like I like the idea of it. I wish it had been executed better.
I wish we never talked about this on this podcast, so we ended up having to fucking put ourselves in a position to watch such fuckery. So I kind of regret an hour and 47 minutes of my life today, and that's because I dedicated it to watching that fuck shit storm of a movie. So,
I mean,
like, my brain is like tainted, and like I think I might have a stroke tomorrow.
If you do, good for you. You got a wife that can, transport you to the hospital as needed.
No, let me die. So I can end up like Al Capone, shitting myself, like leaving shit bombs on my wife at 5 a.m.
You're not 40.
That nigga had a whole shit bomb explode in the bed with his wife and shit on it.
Exploded.
It exploded.
Like, it exploded. It was like
exploded.
A diarrhea nuke went off on Laura Ghirardelli.
Like, it was Linda.
That's the chocolate. What's his name? Her name?
Linda Cardellini.
Right. Ghirardelli, like I said.
Yeah, but that shit was terrible. You think I want to live like that? Nah, stroked out is not the way to go for me.
I mean, but everybody not Dick Clark when they come back from a stroke. Some people, you be, you know what I'm saying, Larry King.
I'm Latino. If we have strokes, nigga, they put us down.
Maybe you should cut out the tequila and the fucking tacos, you fucking border hopper.
No, if it wasn't for the tequila, nigga, we would have had a stroke fucking 10 years ago.
No, you don't drink enough tequila for that. You drink beer.
Yeah.
I think that adds to strokes.
Carbonated tequila. What you mean? That's all Modelo is.
Carbonated tequila. I always thought it was just some hot Mexican girl's pee. Who knew? All right.
That might be that too. It's still delicious. We have ads.
Baby girl.
We have ads.
We do have ads, and we will be coming right back to you with them. Like, share, subscribe. And this episode of the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast is brought to you by Lex Designs. Valentine's Day is coming up for all of y'all that need to get something for your significant other. Maybe you want to buy your mans a mixtape cover. Maybe you want to get your girl a wine glass. Maybe you want to get her some business cards, a mask, or something made up for yourself. What the fuck? Either way, all you got to do is go to @LexDesigns on Instagram. That's LexDesigns. LexDesigns.com. Same thing. Figure it out. Go to LexDesigns.com. LexDesigns. That's design with a Z. Don't get it twisted. We know y'all niggas a little retarded because you listen to us. But, yeah. Go get your Valentine's Day stuff from her. Word to the God, the design God, goddess. Word. And we're back.
Yay! This is joyful.
Alexis, forgive me for that ad. Alexa, do not turn on. Forgive me for that ad though.
He's not the
next
ad
week
guy.
will be better. I promise, because he'll read it.
Yeah, and be more responsible.
But you should go buy that. Anyway, we're back, and we are talking about something that I thought was quite interesting. I heard that the new thing is, I don't know if it's a hipster thing, a millennial thing, an influencer thing, or a YouTuber thing, or a Twitter person thing, but niggas can apparently give verified checks on their house to let them know that they are a walking lick, apparently, and a living lick, and you can come in my house and get probably some important shit or some money out of me. So I wanted to know how the one and only Jose Ortega, being the Mexican that he is, felt about that. Because, like I said, I feel like if, let's say, let's say this podcast popped to 1 million motherfuckers. We doing Justin Bieber numbers and getting Justin Bieber level bitches, right?
A lot of Selena Gomez's.
You feel me? Let's just say that's happening.
Okay.
We get the check.
It's a lot of mayo.
We get the bag.
Okay.
The brick and the pandemic, you dig?
A lot of bricks.
And we move into a new house, and they ask us, because of whatever municipality we in, hey, you want to throw a big blue fucking check on your house to see, show everybody that you're important and important people live here, and maybe they should take a picture out in front of the house if they see you out in your backyard because they do know who lives there now. All of these things and all of these criminal thoughts run through my head, and I just wonder from time to time, A, who is thinking up with this shit? Who is thinking this shit up? And B, even though it's been thought up, who is dumb enough to participate? I don't care how white and solidified you are in your privilege, comfortable you are in it, but it just seems like an unnecessary expenditure.
No.
You got to pay to get it, and God knows you're going to pay if you keep it because somebody going to rob your stupid ass. So what? How y'all feel? How you feel?
I'm pro-check. You know
You
why?
pro-check?
You know why I'm pro-check?
Why you pro-check?
Because that makes the lick so much easier to go get. It makes it so much easier. You got to verify.
I feel that.
You got a verified check. That means you got a
The
verified bank
criminal in
account. You
me-
got a verified bank account. That means you got a verified safe. And that verified safe is in that verified house. And guess what? I'm going to get some verified thugs and we're going to take that verified safe. Kiss my ass. Make this easy.
Gonna be a
Make
verified cash
this
motherfucker.
easy.
Have your ass
Please.
drain all your funds.
Please. You don't even need to be Danny Ocean no more to figure out where to hit the lick. Like, come on. I'm pro motherfucking check it up, niggas. Check it up. Check it up. Tweet where you at. Give your location. Matter of fact, take a picture of where the safe is. Just make it easy for niggas.
Check me out. Danny Ocean, Danny
Come on.
Phantom, Danny motherfucking Trump, if that's his next kid that he has, motherfucker. Hey, you getting robbed, cuz you can't just have a blue check on your house, my nigga.
Bro.
You can't. I'm poor rich. And I will fucking still pull up to you and let you know what's good, nigga.
Niggas are grimier than ever these days because niggas ain't abiding by a street code by no means, either for the street or against it. So you telling me,
Is there
right?
even a street code anymore? It's just a book that niggas look at on the table when they getting in the street. Like after you go through the street introduction, you walk into the room that lets you be, you a street nigga, and they point you to the Bill of Rights of the streets, and you look at the book, and you can say you read it if you look at it and you keep moving.
Yeah, but a lot of niggas have never read it.
That's what I mean. You never open it.
Yeah, but when
Most
I'm saying,
niggas never open it.
I'm saying there's
Those of
plenty
us
of
that's
these
open,
niggas that's riding for the street right now that ain't even giving a fuck about that code to any for or against the street.
Can't always ride for the street.
But I'm
Even
saying
being
some
from it.
but some niggas is so street
Can't always
grimy,
do that.
nigga, that they don't give a fuck. They just going out there and getting this money by any and every means necessary. And
Told
guess
y'all
what?
This is a pandemic. You fucking right.
If I'm one of those people that's driving down Malibu, the main street in Malibu where all the nice houses is and shit, and I'm from Compton, nigga, and I need a fucking couple licks because nigga, kids need to eat. And all I gotta do is go to the blue checks. Nigga. Make it easy.
I mean, if you look at a blue check household, right? I'd imagine
Niggas is putting $25 million stones in their head and checks on their houses.
if you do
Niggas
that, you
what?
definitely putting a blue check on your house.
Niggas
Uzi
what?
definitely got a check on his house in L.A. The L.A. crib got a check on it.
That
for
makes
sure.
it easy for me to take you. Because it's like I know where you at now.
See, but no, that's the thing.
Matter of fact,
you gotta.
I've come
what
in.
if you in the
I came
neighborhood of
in
blue
this.
checks?
I came in this bitch for a verified safe, but I found your verified ass with a $25 million verified stone in your head. Guess what? I'm taking these verified pliers and taking that verified stone out your fucking dome.
I'm glad you said that because you just opened my brain ways up into a new path, nigga. What if? Cause think about it. If I'm a rich nigga, right? And I want to be around other rich niggas, influencers to be the exact type of motherfuckers that'll put a blue check on their house. Why wouldn't I just start a cul-de-sac of just blue checks? Then, if you get into the blue check neighborhood, you already know what it is, but the blue check isn't as much of a target as it is an aspiration at that point. You know how motherfuckers want to go from the hood to the suburbs? And then you want to go from the suburbs to the blue checks.
If you, nigga, I'm thinking of it differently.
Am I wrong, George?
There are military
From the Burbs to the blue checks.
there is military trained motherfuckers, SEAL teams and Rangers and shit across this earth. That just all it takes is 12 to 16 of them, and they can clear out a small village by themselves. Now, you telling me you can get them same type of niggas, the same idea, and all you got to do is get into this neighborhood. They could rob the entire cul-de-sac before morning came and not even kill a single person because everybody's tied up in their basement. And that's a lot of verified cul-de-sac safes. And if you happen to run in a couple little Uzis who got a couple verified diamonds in their stupid verified safe house heads, you take that shit too.
I hate to say this out loud.
Great day.
I hate to say this out loud, but what street niggas do you know that shoot that accurately?
I didn't say street niggas. I said
Okay, yeah, if you get some military train, you get some fucking Blackwater niggas to go raid anything, they gonna leave with what they came for. Ain't no question about it.
Yeah.
It's not, we talking about niggas. We talk about stupid people and niggas. We talking about niggas dumb enough to put a fucking blue check on their house, and niggas that see that and go like, yeah, you fool.
If we talking
like, you know what I'm saying?
What we talking about, if you rape a whole cul-de-sac, go down on that shit and like take everything in a verified check cul-de-sac, rape everything, go through everything, every safe, all jewelry, you coming out with a couple $1 million worth of shit.
Facts.
All you got to do is tell some niggas, yo, we about to pull a lick that's probably somewhere around
It's never that easy.
3 to 5.
It's never that easy. You can tell three niggas we gonna go rob. You can tell 5 niggas we gonna go rob a bank.
Yeah, but hold up. But all we gotta do is go out into this fucking desert at this range, and we gotta train for like about a couple weeks just to get our shit on point for whenever happens, and so we get this shit right.
Right.
You think the most ignorant nigga ain't gonna be like, oh shit, nigga, well we getting in the car and going. That's not gonna be hard to convince niggas to be like, yo, this is the lick that would change your life. All we gotta do is go and train and really execute this motherfucker, and we walk away without firing a single shot.
That word.
And look,
execution.
Maybe an old lady might get shot for trying to be a hero, but it's
so the plan might be tainted from the start.
For $5 million lick, maybe plus. No. Jury and cash.
Well, okay, we gotta flip the jury, or keep it to where
you flip the jury over time. Don't flip it all at once.
So now I gotta do work on this lick. This ain't just a lick no more. Any nigga that never hit a lick, no, you want to get in, get out, get what you can, hit pawn shop if you have to. If you have to, not even if you need to. If you have to, because you coming for shit you know is of some value.
Yeah,
you're
but
not gonna pull a whole TV off the fucking wall.
Cash flips
$200.
Cash flip easy though if you don't spend it all at motherfucking one time. But if you want like have it all in one place and shit, it's not really the greatest thing. If you don't have a plan to launder it, you might have some to just have it on hand.
That's assuming you got connections prior to this lick.
Regardless, nigga, the jury goes over time. The cash is on hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's regardless.
If you smart enough and you doing that and you take that time and that's the plan, we all agree to it, cool. But then, like I said, you still got to worry about how niggas move. If you do this shit with a motherfucker, let's say it's me, you, and George. We go hit a lick on Uzi in the blue check neighborhood.
Bring my pliers.
You bring your pliers. I bring the 9. George bring the shotty. And the scissors, just in case, I guess. I don't know. We run up on Lil Uzi.
He got scissors. Is he gonna do an art project?
Cut his hair or something. I don't know. Anyway, we do. we pull up into the blue check neighborhood. We run up in Lil Uzi house, akin to how you would kidnap a Tekashi out of his own home, and then you make it out of the blue check neighborhood. And I believe the blue check neighborhood may have security. It's a blue check neighborhood. We not just talking about picket fences and, you know what I mean? This is real. This is celebrity shit happening out here. Hollywood. New Hollywood.
There's a way in. It's always a way in.
It's always a way in. But
always a blind spot.
yeah. But how do you get out with Uzi? How do you get Uzi back to the hood?
You don't. You catch him in his house. We doing surgery right here, my nigga.
Trying to okay.
Fuck?
Okay. We leave him in the house. We snatch the diamond out his head. How do we get out?
Same way we got in. If that's an uncorrupted.
At this point, if Uzi's not dead, he's screaming and yelling and has probably been beaten in a few different ways with a couple different things. Somebody in another blue check house is going to hear that. And they're going to call the police because they're in a blue check neighborhood, and that does not happen here.
Well, it's your job, person with the 9 and person with the shotgun and scissors. It's your jobs to point the guns at the people in that bitch and do crowd control and tell them to shut the fuck up.
No. Let's say it's just Uzi in the house. He gonna scream loud enough for the nigga in the next house to hear.
If you probably afraid that George, little scary ass, gonna shoot your fucking mouth off with a shotgun, I don't think you're gonna say shit. You gonna shut the fuck up.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You
George
and
is
you gonna
easily
shut the fuck up.
distracted. So this brings me back to my point about street
Then
niggas.
it's your job to fucking point the 9 at him and tell him to shut the fuck up.
So this brings me back to my point about street niggas. What if I get overwhelmed, he's distracted, and then I just shoot everybody? Then what?
Then you was unprepared for the job in the first place. How the fuck you?
Why it's a job that shouldn't be done? Let's be clear. Don't nobody go kidnap Uzi.
No. What I'm saying now is that you're a terrible fucking person to bring on a heist like this. That's what I gotten for this. You might just lose control and just shoot everybody in the fucking house. Then nobody gets a diamond, then,
At
nigga.
least shoot him in the dick. If you okay, look, if you
We don't got to shoot anybody.
You never know.
If it's just
It's a lick. You never know.
If it's just him in the house, all we gotta do, or anyone would have to do, we're not condoning this.
Shoot him in the dick. Pull the
No,
diamond out of his head.
no, you're trying to go to prison forever.
No, you shoot him in the dick.
We're not shooting nobody in the dick. What? No, why would you do that?
Word to Butters, nigga. Sometimes you gotta shoot a nigga in the dick by accident.
No,
You overwhelmed in the situation. Niggas drop down out the ceiling. Sometimes you just gotta let that bitch fly.
The verified check house automatically with this, if it came down to robbing, Uzi would just take away the charge of kidnapping, possibly attempted murder, but depending on how good I am with these pliers and blowtorch. But we get the diamond. You know there's money and shit on there off the rip. Take the safe or open the safe. Take the money. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. And gag the motherfucker and just leave him there. You ain't gotta kill nobody. Now, if he bleeds out, then that's a different story. But by that time, we're been and gone.
Okay, but then when they find him, then who murdered Lil Uzi Vert?
That's for the police to find out.
And then find us.
That's because you're a shitty criminal.
But not for nothing. I feel like let's say everything goes to plan, right?
I really hope nobody acts on this.
I hope not. Either.
Yeah, I really hope not.
Let's say it all goes to plan. We get the diamond out. He doesn't die. He doesn't tell anybody. He just files his insurance claim. We make out with however much we can get for it.
And the cash.
Don't
and
we
the
have
other
to,
jewelry.
Don't we? And the cash and the jewelry is one thing. But don't we have to, at some point, acknowledge the fact that he's acknowledged that he's, well, we don't have to acknowledge it, but the fact will be acknowledged that the diamond is missing from his head. Someone took it. He has to get a new one. And, some random niggas just came up with a bunch of money in their accounts. I feel like somebody at some Bureau of Investigation might put two and two together.
Why would you, put that much money into an account? That's how you get caught. And
unless you can flip the diamond that night, how you gonna flip it without somebody else finding out? And being like, I'm not taking Uzi's diamond. Why do you have it?
You'd have to have a buyer that was already willing to buy
you
it.
gotta have it lined up.
Yeah, they'd have to have that money on hand. They'd have to buy it and be able to sit on it. Because even if they can flip the diamond later, nigga, you can't sell it in the same week that it just got snatched out of a motherfucking skull piece.
That's what I'm saying. So then you get in the movie territory, and that's why it's never gonna happen. That's why it's a stupid investment, but You know, sometimes they got $25 million and he pays it off over the course of 5 to 7 years and wants to put a diamond in his face.
I believe we probably gave the podcast for the most doable heist in probably American history.
Probably.
But I don't condone
extract
any.
this.
Yeah, don't don't do it. But
If you do it,
I'm just
you're
saying,
not liable.
motherfuckers are just trying to.
You
walk.
acted. We just talked.
Motherfuckers are walking around as licks and shit. You know what I'm saying? But off that, you know, I'm gonna move away from that. I do want to talk about Nick Cannon though for a second.
Yeah, tell me what happened with the one and only Goliath monster we know as Viacom.
Oh,
Nick Cannon.
Oh, they humping again. So
They fucking?
yeah.
Did they at least put a condom on this time? Because I heard last time they ain't used no lube or nothing.
Unsure. Because Nick Cannon pretty much apologized for
Now explain that. How did that go?
Well,
Apologize for what? Because 8 months ago.
yeah, his comments that he made on his podcast and shit that we reported on and talked about how the whites would deem that, or the Caucanese would deem that as
A bit too
volatile
far.
behavior, and you know, I guess
road too far.
yeah, and they didn't really take that very well at the time,
No
so
shit.
they dropped
I
Wildin'
wouldn't
Out.
have either.
But it is back in place that it's going to return. Wildin' Out is to return with Nick Cannon as the host, and everything's going to be Gucci at Viacom. So he apologized and made amends for the quote-unquote anti-Semitic and racist comments that were made during that podcast. And through his efforts and trying to become more knowledgeable with the Jewish community and everything like that, they deemed it something that they could reconcile mutually, and that's what they did. Now, with that being said, I'm going to ask you, do you think that possibly it's just that nigga need that bag and he willing to kiss that ass for the bag?
I feel like being Mariah Carey's baby's father comes with a lot of responsibility and a lot of price tags. And I feel like if you got a relationship with a undeniably profitable company that you have a relationship with over the last 2 decades, since you were a child, really, I feel like they'll give you the pass because it's it. Yeah, he been here. He done made us a couple. You know what I mean?
They should have gave him the pass to begin with if that was the case.
Maybe, but maybe not. Because we don't know who's running Viacom. Maybe who's running Viacom don't have the same affinity for Nick Cannon that the people at Viacom had. The people at Viacom 20 years ago and had affinity for Nick Cannon have for him. Maybe those same people aren't running it. Akin to like how Dave said, if you work at Comedy Central right now, you might not know what the fuck happened to me. If you work at Viacom right now, you running that, you might not know the real ins and outs of how it went with Nick when he was a kid and came. Well, we raised this nigga or paid him the whole time he was growing up. We ain't raised, you know what I'm saying? We paid him. We made sure he was good. He made us a bunch of money in return.
So is it possible that, and this is what I think it may be lube in this time around.
I feel like you don't go back to the table without it.
Yeah. And I don't think this time, all in all, that Viacom is doing the fucking.
I think Viacom has been doing the fucking.
I think Nick Cannon is starting to fuck. Pause. Because for Viacom, but what they had with Wildin' Out was always watchable content. If you turned on VH1 or MTV for any fucking reason whatsoever
in the last 10 years.
Yep. The one thing for sure you know has always been there has been ridiculousness and motherfucking Wildin' Out.
And they tried to replace it with Tosh.0 and it
did not work.
You think I want to watch? Dog, Comedy Central, also owned by Viacom. Comedy Central censored Tosh.0 as it was releasing. You think I want to watch the MTV edit? No. Nigga, as a fan of Tosh.0, do you really? No.
I
don't
never
want to
want to
watch
see.
that.
I never want to see an episode of Tosh.0 ever for no reason.
I didn't even find out till what? 2 weeks ago. It's over. The show's over now.
Oh, thank
They're
God.
not even doing no more new episodes. Tosh did his last shit, I guess, third quarter, second quarter last year, and that was it.
Thank God, because it was giving me
I'm
premature
like,
bowel
bruh.
movements every time I saw its face. But
Premature bowel.
yeah, it was almost making me shit like Al Capone. Like it was just that bad. Like I hate that show. And
That's sad.
Yeah, in its existence. But
Word to Tosh.
wilding out,
Drop a special, nigga.
don't
Drop a special.
spare the earth. Like, but
Nigga, Tosh is one of the most slept on comedians out here for real. He only got 2 specials out, but if you watch them 2, nigga went in.
I watched one. I was not impressed. But
You probably watched the first one. That was his. He was on his California shit. That was a little different. That second one, that bitch fired.
I could care less. I'd rather
It's
watch.
called People Pleaser.
I'd rather watch Christopher Titus. Yeah. Yeah.
No comment.
Said that.
I mean, word. Word to Christopher Titus. Not a bad comedian, but
Burning Norman Rockwell was actually pretty funny. You can't even be mad.
yeah, that was the one he dropped in 03.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah.
Anyway.
Either way. You know what I'm saying? I think Viacom actually needed Nick Cannon more than he needed them.
No shit.
Because Nick
Cannon is also Mariah Carey's baby's father.
I don't think that's a worry for him. That nigga's always been getting to a bag, nigga. Since he got injured, feel like since he went broke and then got his money back up, he figured out a way to always keep a bag close to him. So I feel like the Viacom dropping him may not have been the worst thing for. I felt like it was like this. I felt like it was a Viacom flex that was, all right, nigga, we don't need you. That shit is crazy. You're not gonna apologize right now, man, nigga. Fuck you. We gonna take your show off. Fuck you. You can get the fuck out of here. Everything.
I think that's new people. I think if it was 10 years ago and Nick said the same shit, I think they handle that differently at Viacom.
But I think still the new people
Or at MTV.
had to even get schooled on the fact that it's like, nigga, this shit realistically is gonna hurt your brand more than it's gonna hurt Nick Cannon's pocket. Because, all right, he can say what the fuck he gonna say. He's still hosting the shows that on other family-friendly networks and shit like that.
Even if he's not, at best, Nick Cannon goes away into obscurity, does his podcast, stays on that same energy. He still gave you $1 billion show. No matter what you want to throw on it, no matter what he said, what you did, he still gave you $1 billion show. $1 billion brand that you own. He gave it to you. Because you probably didn't give him a choice in the beginning. He didn't know it was going to be there. Stop it.
And you realize now that your brand is kind of corrupted now because you can't recoup that money because Wildin' Out ain't playing and people aren't tuning in and your ratings starting to look piss poor.
YouTube clips ain't doing them numbers like that.
And now you start to realize, like, oh, shit.
We didn't watch it all. We were watching it.
Nicholas might have actually had some real value to this whole shit. Not just his presented value, like he really brought value to the whole bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, all in all, shout out to Nick Cannon because I feel like there's probably very little ass kissing involved in this. I feel like maybe he felt bad for the way things went, but I all in all don't think that it was a.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I
don't think there's nothing wrong with Nick apologizing for maybe accusing people of doing things that weren't doing the things he accused them of because he didn't know them really and just assumed on some structure shit that this is how it goes.
Yeah, and I feel that. But I feel like it was one of those things
he does have a 20, 30-year relationship with these niggas as well.
Like the Oscars and Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? They wanted.
That's different. It's different.
No, it's almost like the same. Like it's not.
CBS is owned by Viacom too, but that's different.
It's similar in the sense of like Kevin was supposed to do it. They dug in like some shit popped up from shit that he said years before. Then they like, nah, we don't want you to do it. Matter of fact, yeah, we want you to do it because we know how many black viewers and ratings will shoot up if you're the guy, especially doing the fucking hosting.
Especially when how many years off of Oscar So White?
Yeah, like
how many years are we removed from this? Not many.
Yeah, exactly.
But then we don't let you host because you made a joke about the gays.
Yeah, but by that point in time,
same,
when it got to a certain point, like, no, nigga, I'm not gonna like, I apologize. I said what I said. It was something that was like, it was stupid back at the time. We all know the story. But in the end,
I would have felt worse if I feel worse if Kev apologized than Nick apologized. He did say he did apologize, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
But for Kev,
if Kev apologized, I'd have lost respect for Kev.
See, I believe that. Like, I believe,
and I'm glad he did.
I believe Nick Cannon kind of gets a solace from doing Wild 'N Out, like I get like a solace from doing this podcast. Like, you just want to do, like, it's not your main source of income, but you just love doing that shit with your homies and shit and having a good time and entertaining people. Why the fuck not just come back and do the shit? I don't need
Cost you nothing.
Right? I don't need you. You need me. You're like, I don't really need you. You need me, and I want to do.
Making money.
And exactly, and I want to do this shit again. That's mutually beneficial.
It will make us money. Donate. We got donations.
We do get donations. Donate. But for Kevin Hart didn't need the Oscars to be any bigger than what he was.
He was already that.
The Oscars needed him. Yeah. So when he said, "You can suck my dick,"
I'm not doing it.
That didn't hurt. That didn't hurt.
It was
Kevin Hart.
You're not gonna host the Oscars. It was that, but it's like, I don't have to.
Yeah.
If I'm Kevin Hart, no, I'm not.
I think that year,
because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that year they ran with no.
I want to do it, but I don't have to.
I think that year they ran with no host. Because
that was when they had niggas. It was a switch up. It was like 5 different niggas,
and it was like, yo, you realize that somebody just had to flex their power.
You sacrificed all of them views, all of them laughs, all of that for a couple gay jokes. Some shit he probably would have said when he probably wouldn't have said that when he was there. He would have made a joke about something there. Maybe not gay people. He probably, Kev's clean. He know how to clean it up for the whites. Hate to be so harsh. He know how to clean it up for the whites. But, I made this joke on Twitter 10 years ago. Before I was me, before I'm the person I've grown into, regardless to what I am as a celebrity. To hold that over a nigga head, that's like holding something I said on the first episode of this podcast, or holding the quality of the very first episode of this podcast over what a new listener hears. It's not fucking fair.
It's not.
It's not fair.
We've grown into more immaturity.
The first episode is probably garbage. It's not this.
So bad.
Not saying this is great. It probably could be better. But when it gets to better, you can't say this was garbage.
It was like watching 2 emu like surround a MacBook. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, what was that shit? What was that cream they were selling to old people for a while? Blue Emu? It was like pain joint cream or something.
Blue Emu?
Yeah, it was like emu shit turned into like cortisone. Like they dropped some lidocaine in that shit and sell it to old people with capsaicin or something.
Wow, that's gross.
Or not capsaicin, Metamucil.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Don't rub emu on you. But it was
rub
pretty bad.
emus. Don't rub emus on you.
No, emus attack, I think.
And
don't rub emus.
That don't are nice. I've rubbed an emu from a distance.
You sure it wasn't a llama? Niggas can't tell the difference.
I'm very well versed in llamas. I was a Napoleon Dynamite fan for quite some time. Llamas and ligers, my nigga.
Your negative points are just dropping like motherfucking stock today.
I went to school with white people.
Your shit is not AMC stock, like, at all.
Derby.
Your shit is plummeting. Plummeting on Robinhood. Like,
we don't fuck with Robin Hood, nigga.
Like,
you ain't heard the new Robin Hood rob the poor, not the rich, nigga. You ain't heard? Fuck out of here. Where the Wall Street bets, nigga? Shout out to the Reddit. Y'all know what it is.
Go get your verified checks.
r/TN2M. Please do, so we can pull up on you and get some of that GameStop stock off of you personally.
Get your verified checks. What else is on the list?
Yo, we should start selling. Nah. I would say we should sell checks for niggas to put on their house in Detroit. But that's just a murder case waiting to happen.
Or even simpler, and make the licks walking, sell verified check sheet t-shirts.
So check with a blue check. All right.
Acknowledge that you are walking around, lick.
Well, going from
that easier.
Going from Nick Cannon, who I think is also very significant in media, outside of, his fights with other bigger conglomerates. That was the word I was looking for earlier, conglomerates.
You're supposed to be a wordsmith.
It came to me eventually. Shout out to Joe Budden. Still ain't unblocked me on Twitter, but shout out to you.
He doesn't like you.
For being one of the few creatives that held it down and said real shit even when niggas didn't think it was real and didn't see the vision. Because I had a feeling, just personally, as a fan of the show and now family of the show, because I paid my $10.
He doesn't like you.
I paid my $10 though. So since I'm family of the show now, I feel like I can say this with confidence. I'm not a friend of the show yet. That costs about $15 more. But as a fan of the show and a family member of the show,
you're not a family member.
I feel like it's a big move podcasting. It's a big move for black people that podcast. And it's
says the coon.
Can I finish you, bitch? It's a coming not a coming to terms, but maybe a coming wave, it feels like, or seems like, of motherfuckers getting acknowledged for what they're doing. I'm not saying Joe Budden gonna spearhead this shit and, do everything great for everybody. This obviously may or may not be the case. But congratulations, because I feel like that's gonna be a whole thing with him getting a position at a company like that, offering the content he's offering, doing the tiers he's doing it at. If it wasn't for him, a couple niggas probably might not even know that type of shit was an option for them if they do what we do. And, niggas salute. I don't know. I've been a fan since 03. Unblock me on Twitter.
That was a great little fan moment. That had nothing to do with Marshall Bruce Mathers III. So I'm
a fan of other people, believe it or not.
And yes, Joseph Budden doesn't like you. Okay. Neither does Maul.
Maybe not.
Or Rory.
I feel like I get along with Roy.
Or Parks.
I feel like I get along with Roy.
No.
Like, me and Rory would get cool, and he'd be like, "Yo, I don't know why Joe don't fuck with you. He just don't like you."
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never, nah.
Yeah.
Hey,
pump it up, nigga.
Wow. Okay, Bidry. Sometimes you just gotta let your co-host rock in his stupidity. That's what being a great host is. You just gotta let your co-host rock in his stupidity.
Sometimes you gotta let the orgasm breathe. You gotta let her lay there and shake for a minute. You know what I mean?
Ain't that something though? That's a Mona Lisa moment for a nigga.
You feel me?
When you look back at the work you done did, it's like, yeah, bitch, yeah. Especially when the leg shake turns into the ball curl, where it's like,
man,
yeah.
1 minute, nigga. Hold on. He just like, what you mean? Pull one of those.
Real shit. Like, you know what? You be all right. Matter of fact, I'll go make my own sandwich. You had a rough one. You had a rough one.
You want some juice? You lay there for a second. You be all right.
Bitch need some Gatorade and an IV. Like, shit. What's good? What else on the docket so we can get the fuck out of here?
Nasty niggas. I guess this is about nasty niggas. I'm gonna just throw this up for the pod. Y'all let me know how you feel. George, you let me know how you feel. Jose, you let me know how you feel. Put your money on the table right now. Dick and balls with it. Motherfucking Lamar Odom, that's the crack guy, versus Aaron Carter, the meth guy. Who you got? Triller Entertainment, nigga. I don't know if that's the thing they fighting under, but, I think Triller's hosting it.
For the junkie bonanza.
For those of you that don't know who Aaron Carter is, if you're older than 25, think back to the early 2000s and when they played TRL videos. Remember that Lil Romeo video they played second to last? He was the last video, the white boy. It was him. That. When Carson Daly hosted this shit. how old we are.
You know what? Shout out to Carson Daly's coke dealer, because that nigga has not let that nigga die.
He looks like shit now, bro.
But he ain't let him die.
He
though.
has not stopped snorting since 3 p.m. in 03, nigga.
But he got that nigga the perfect mixture to where it's like, you know what? I got to start cutting this nigga shit down the older he get, because I don't want this nigga to die out on me. That nigga still getting TRL money. I'm trying to keep that shit checking.
Homeboy still hosting talk shows is crazy to me,
man. Like I said, shout out to man's breaking down off that cook. But in the Junkie Bonanza showdown,
hey,
I got Lamar Odom in the fight.
Will it be crack or will it be whack? Will it be?
I'm taking crack. I'm taking crack. I'm taking crack over whack.
Because I wonder to myself when I go to sleep at night when I hear this. Will it be crack or will it be whack? Will it be the stem or will it be the gem? Will it be the bag of ice or the bag of rocks?
The rocks.
Which one is winning?
I've seen meth heads fight and I've seen crackheads fight. And a crackhead fighting,
he never gives up.
No.
We know it.
No.
But meth heads,
they don't feel pain.
When they reach their point, they not only do they not feel pain, but when they reach that limit of ultimate anger, they go super meth.
I know. I've seen it.
Super.
It's hilarious too, because usually before the super meth kicks in, it's usually followed by a scream or a grunt of sorts.
Yeah.
So it's like
you see all the meth in their mouth and the rage of
and all the fucked up
years of
shit.
depression and doubt and hunger all in their face at once.
For you nerdcore people, it's like the ultimate Naruto moment before it all goes down.
Yeah. Niggas come running at you with the meth run. Put their arms behind their back and scratch their ass.
But I also believe
hoping they don't run into you and their teeth fall out.
Crackheads are better, have better stamina too. So even if it did come down to a battle where they just swinging away and all their junkies.
So wait, hold on. We're not talking about before we get too deep into the analytics of the fight. We gotta think. Lamar Odom, recovering crackhead. Ain't been no rocks in the system for a minute. Boy might have been training. You never know. Aaron Carter may or may not still be on meth. Never know. But if he's training while smoking that ice, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Well, this is the moment where I feel, as a trainer, if I was Lamar Odom's trainer, it would be irresponsible for me to not give him rocks to be able to prepare for this fight.
I feel like he's training with a picture of Chloe in the back because he want her back, so he can't do the rocks.
No,
he can't balance the want for white pussy and
he would have to,
crack rocks.
He would have to have the rocks to even be competitive, because you can I would not put money down on sober Lamar Odom going into a ring with possibly fucked up Aaron Carter.
In the year of 2020, with the spirit of Kobe Bryant behind him, you do not think sober Lamar Odom could pull one through for one more ring?
No. Because I feel like Mamba mentality would be completely dedicated to the cause, which means do whatever you have to do that you need to do to step into that ring and beat the shit out of Aaron Carter, which means if you got to snort.
Aaron got 20 years on him, though.
Smoke.
Aaron our age. Lamar like 40.
If you got to smoke the motherfucking like.
Aaron like 30.
A crack rock the size of Uzi's diamond inside of his forehead to be prepared for this fight. You got to be dedicated. That's the Mamba mentality. He would smoke them rocks.
Kobe would smoke them rocks.
He would if he had to. He would if he had to. He would if he had to.
Forgive me, Vanessa. I'm sorry.
It's not blasphemy if you know what the mentality is. It's win by all means necessary.
That's a fact. I mean, that's. Hey,
you going into
Vanessa know.
You going into a ring gonna fight a possibly meth induced motherfucking meth junkie? Pound for pound, you doing that?
Pound for pound?
No, you not doing that.
Time out. What can I take? He's on meth. What can I take?
No, I'm saying you gonna go.
I gotta fight him sober?
Yeah, I'm saying you doing that.
I'm just shooting the nigga.
No, you gotta go in there and box that nigga. You gonna do that? Yes or no?
Aaron Carter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll box Aaron Carter.
Possibly off the meth.
You know what? Yeah, off the meth. Only because I know he I'm gonna get winded, but at the same time, the meth, he'll crash before the end of the fight. So by the time he's crashing, he got just as much energy as me. So all I gotta do is run up, pop, 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 just get 3-piece him, and then he'll be up.
Yeah,
but you crashing off meth.
But you gotta you gotta last them rounds though, because at the beginning,
that's
because of the
endurance,
because of the
nigga.
because of the beginning of the fight, nigga, he gonna be on motherfucking high meth Super Saiyan powers. So
all you gotta do is rope a dope.
Them first couple hits gonna hurt.
Maybe. That nigga's like $120. I'm like 280.
I'll
be good.
He gonna be more than he be more than that.
It's already a mismatch. It's not even a fair fight.
Nah, but
I'm 285, 8.
But he's gonna be more than that to fight Lamar Odom anyway. Or Lamar Odom's gonna come down. Lamar Odom's probably gonna come down and wait, and he's gonna go up. Because that's the only way it's gonna work.
Okay, wait. No, I just thought about that now. Now maybe Aaron is super tall. Now if Aaron's super tall and he's $120, that's a fight between me and him. Because Lamar is what, 6'3"? 6'4"?
No,
NBA
nigga, that nigga
player.
like 6'10".
NBA player. So how tall is Aaron Carter where this is an even fight?
I would say maybe probably like if I'm gonna give some extra height points because I ain't seen this nigga stand in years. Maybe
I don't think I've ever heard an accurate reading or sound of him being weighed or height measured.
I don't know. Maybe
I bet he can.
I know
his
brother's tall. So I know his brother's tall. Nick, the bone that was in the Backstreet Boys. So he's tall. I think he was one of the tallest ones in that group. So he might be 6'2", might be 6'3", might be. So either way,
I mean, I guess if Mike Tyson can fight Lennox Lewis.
I'm just saying, Lamar Odom is closer to 7 foot than Aaron Carter would be past 6 foot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just in general alone.
Well then, shit.
And I know
Crack running off reach.
And I know
that's not even fair.
And I know
the Rocks is winning off reach.
The Rocks is like first off,
reach and stamina. Because I bet
the
you get
Rocks.
more
I feel like the
stamina
Rocks is fighting for redemption.
I've done Adderall
in that fight
before, right? And I've smoked crack by accident because it was just passed to me in a blunt. That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later.
Explains why you're so fucking retarded.
Anyway.
Explains.
Hey, sometimes you're in a gazebo in high school and you just smoke blunts from random niggas and they pass you something that got something in it. Who knows?
I don't blame your mental condition.
It might have been coke. I don't know.
I don't
Whatever.
blame.
Anyway,
oh my God.
it tasted weird. It wasn't just weed. Anyway, edit that out. Anyway,
don't edit a thing, George. Let him live in his shame amongst his fans.
I bet they'd understand. Like I said, sometimes you in a different neighborhood and you in a gazebo and you smoke with a bunch of people of different ethnicities that might be into different things than yourself.
Your point.
You pass them a blunt, they pass you a blunt. You higher than you want to be. Nobody asks any questions. Nobody knows.
Your point about your drug habit.
I forgot.
Either way, I'm putting my money on the Rocks because the Rocks is fighting for redemption. Is
the meth not?
No, the meth is fighting for the next bag. So I'm like for the bag, so he can get his next rocks. I mean, so he can get his next set of glass. That's all he doing.
Who got a better chance of coming back professionally, Aaron Carter or Lamar Odom?
Neither.
You don't think Lamar could go big three? If he lead the Rocks alone for real, you don't think he can go big three?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
When you cracked out. You can't hoop no more.
Okay. So you don't think Aaron Carter could go back? I probably wouldn't know record label sign him, but
no. His own brother has a restraining order against him.
Right. So, I mean,
he's fighting for
Def Jam maybe. I don't know.
He's fighting for his bag of glass. He's fighting for the fix. Now, Lamar Odom is fighting for redemption with the Rocks. So I'm gonna put the money on the Rocks.
Is it the Rocks or the white women? Because if you're gonna redeem yourself, you can redeem yourself from the Rocks in lieu of the white woman or women you are chasing.
No, he's always gonna have as long as he has money, which he still has even through his crack habit. He's always he's always gonna have the white women, and he's gonna also have the white women.
Yeah, but you don't always have a Kardashian.
And he's for sure.
As a nigga with
going to
multiple
run
white
into
women
like maybe 4 out of the 10 women that he fucking 4 to 5, 10 white women that he be fucking and shit from time to time. 4 of them gonna rob him, and he already knows. He makes sure like he accounts for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
people for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? That's not going anywhere. The redemption is I'm not a loser. I'm not gonna lose to this white boy who threw meth.
Nobody thinks Lamar Odom is a loser until he loses to Aaron Carter. I don't think anybody right now is calling Lamar Odom a loser.
No, I'm definitely calling Lamar Odom a loser. Have you not heard his Drink Champs interview?
I didn't. Because I don't want to see Lamar like that. But I watched him win the championship. I don't want to see all that. All I'm saying is,
I thought when you're supposed to be sober, you're supposed to be completely sober from everything, especially when you had a severe crack problem.
I mean, you know.
No, he was like lit. Like, he was fucked up.
I mean, that's Nori's fault for letting him drink. Nori knew.
Yeah, but he asked him, was like, yo, you good? And, yeah.
He an addict. He's not good. And when I say he's not good, I mean, like, we're on a show called Drink Champs where we come here to get fucked up and talk shit. Are you okay?
I told you about the
buddy?
shit, nigga. The nigga had a
fresh off of your crack rehab.
The nigga did the whole interview. The nigga did the whole fucking interview and shit. Answered every question pretty much without sounding like, you know what I'm saying, like a really, like, severely chronically induced and severe, like, autistic children. You know, autistic child and shit.
Didn't he stand up trying to fight Nori or some shit?
Yeah, he got mad at him afterwards because then he was mad at him because he asked questions and he answered the questions and he felt like, yo, you got me drunk.
Why you coming on me for answering the question that you asked?
Like, he was like, I didn't have a good time because you asked me these questions and you knew how I was gonna be when you started asking me these questions, meaning inebriated. And I'm just like,
shit when we get off air. We gotta watch a clip of this shit.
It's like that's the whole point of that nigga's show. Like, you come onto the show, get inebriated, and then you talk and shit.
It's not a hard concept.
It's not.
But there is
Pharrell drunk is hilarious.
But there is an argument to be had whether Pharrell is drunk or Lamar Odom is drunk. There's an argument to be had that maybe, just maybe, you don't let niggas fresh out of rehab come on your show where you get fucked up. Maybe do like a little side interview, create a whole new series, just do side interviews with niggas. Maybe don't bring him on Drink Champs and let him embarrass himself like that.
So, in this moment, he has to redeem himself by doing these rocks.
You don't redeem yourself from that by fighting Aaron Carter. You was fucking Kardashians 3 years ago, nigga. How far the mighty fall? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and 11 years ago, he won an NBA championship, nigga. So,
right. How far the mighty fall? Nigga.
Yeah. Because of them rocks. But also, the rocks may be his downfall, but the rocks may also be what he needs to climb over for his redemption.
I feel that.
So, with that being said, all those who may be a dealer of crack rocks to Lamar Odom, call him.
No, don't call Lamar.
And tell him to be a winner.
No. If you sell crack, leave Lamar Odom alone.
And buy these 18 rocks. And you'll be a champion.
No.
Yeah.
No. Lamar needs some juice and training, a white woman, and some marijuana. He compares that with a couple of keto meals a day, he'll be fine.
You're setting that man up for failure.
No, I'm setting him up for a win against a meth head. Nigga, it's not hard to beat him.
No, that would be a complete and utter L.
Okay, wait, let's go there. If he does lose, what's next for Lamar Odom? Because then the big three is definitely out the question if you lose to Aaron Carter. Ice Cube ain't having that shit. So
I think you should do a reality TV show about how he's depressed and it should be on E where he could just smoke crack and cry. And people would turn in on E and Bravo and watch that shit.
At best, you got a celebrity episode of Intervention. That's not a whole show.
No, nigga, I didn't say it was going to be high budgeted. But it get
some
type of
Didn't
ratings.
they already do that? A documentary about him smoking crack when he was smoking crack? Didn't that already happen?
I don't know. Did you see the Tiger Woods documentary?
Not yet. I'm hesitant to watch it because
it's pretty good.
It's Tiger Woods and, you know, I don't really care about the nigga's personal life. I know he's a great golf player. I know he's one of the best motherfuckers to ever do it.
I think golf is one of the wackest sports of all time.
I don't really care about the rest of his life. I didn't care about the fact he fucked a lot of bitches. I found that out by accident, like the rest of us. So I don't really give a fuck about Tiger Woods. I like the sport of golf. I like playing the sport of golf more than I like
that doc
about Tiger Woods.
Reaffirmed exactly how I felt about his infidelity when it happened to how I feel about it now, which is
I was gonna say, you remember how you felt when it came out? Because I remember not giving a fuck.
Yeah, because I've been a real nigga since day one. And I'm like, and my real niggerdom is, I don't care, nigga. Like, I don't care. He just won a U.S. Open, nigga. He can kiss my ass.
But as a man, how did it make you feel?
Martin Luther King had bitches. I don't care, yo.
I mean, look.
Martin Luther King had bitches. Motherfucking, who else had bitches?
Malcolm X had bitches.
Did Malcolm X? No, I don't think Malcolm X.
Malcolm X used to be a pimp.
Well, back then, when he was
Farrakhan had bitches.
Farrakhan had bitches. Elijah Muhammad had bitches. JFK had bitches.
JFK had a lot of bitches. JFK had one of my favorite bitches. Word to Maryland.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas had some bitches. So it's like, just because your hero had a couple bitches doesn't mean it unmakes him his hero. Like, it should anyway. People was mobbing at Tiger Woods. Oh, you a terrible person.
How dare you go get other pussy?
Nigga,
this plain Swedish bitch you married.
Oh, my God. I already know what it takes, George.
New computer problems.
But, yeah. It doesn't Is there a lag? It sounds like one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
We're about to wrap this up.
Yeah. It doesn't unaffirm how I feel.
That's too annoying.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah. Check.
We're back.
Yeah,
okay.
That's normal.
Good.
Yeah. It doesn't unaffirm how his infidelity should feel about his fucking game life and shit, like his job and shit. Like, motherfuckers really shunned him at the motherfucking Masters Open before he played it and was like, we are ashamed of the allegations and everything that's like surrounding. He's ashamed us all and this, that, and other. I'm like, look here, Mr. White Man.
Look here.
Who the fuck is dictating to you when you fuck your bitches because you have a Masters jacket? Therefore, you have some money and some affluence, and you can also buy a shit ton of Viagra. So,
Nice.
So if you can buy the said shit ton of Viagra, whose phone is that? Like, what the fuck?
It's gotta be mine. It's not yours.
That was not mine. Mine's right here.
Oh, yeah, probably mine. Yep, it's mine.
Oh my God.
We good.
Treat this like it's church, you nigger. But yeah. But
hey, Satan's calling. Leave me alone.
Yeah, like, keep declining the call. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know you fucking bitches. You know you got some affluence, to fuck some bitches, especially when you can buy all the Viagra you can possibly want. You know what I'm saying? You fucking a couple of bitches. You know, like, no one just knows about your bitches.
Yeah.
So let's not act like sometimes you're a married man and you get really, 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 really high on cocaine and bitches. And sometimes you in Vegas and you just so happen to combine the two beautiful things together. Sometimes that happens. It doesn't make you bad at your job.
His wife wasn't really what you would call beautiful. From what I remember.
She was beautiful.
She was?
Yeah, she's a beautiful blonde white woman. And I don't like blonde white women.
Because I remember...
No, she's a very beautiful woman. My God.
You know, now if I answered this phone call and said, hello, this is Busy 9-3 of the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast, then I'd catch hell later too. So, yeah, fun times. Anyway, I didn't watch the documentary. Every iteration I've seen of Tiger Woods bitch has been her not being that attractive. And I kind of believed it because, you know, I mean.
You definitely get
if you had an ugly chick,
inside look of how he ended up becoming infidelious or whatever. You know, like
a cheater.
Yeah, you definitely get
an adulterer.
That too.
A sinner.
We all those.
Are we?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
I am clean.
I have a tattoo
in the blood of Black Jesus. Huh?
I said I have a tattoo that says I'm a porn sinner, and you, sir, are defiled in the blood of shit Jesus.
Shit Jesus. That's not even a real thing.
Yes, it is.
Go to hell just for saying that.
It's white Jesus.
I don't think Jesus got a color.
You don't?
No, I think Jesus is like I like to think about myself, ironically. A being, just almost an enigma. Something just that shows up, wreaks havoc, and leaves.
And those are the exact feelings that someone who is a Ezekiel would feel about would feel towards not acknowledging the blackness of true Jesus.
I acknowledge the blackness of true Jesus. I just believe he black, white, Asian, Mexican, Colombian, Antarctican, Canadian.
So you are Jesus Matters?
I think I am. That's the name of the podcast. All Jesus Matter.
Black Jesus Matters.
All Jesus Matter.
We gonna come.
I mean, yeah, we know he was darker, but I mean, yeah.
Next week you will come in this bitch. First thing you gonna say is blue Jesus Matters.
Hey, I was almost Roman Catholic, and personally, I like to think. Word to my homegirl Julia. I like to think sometimes that when I see blue lives matter or blue things matter of any sort, that the people holding said stickers just, have an affinity for Smurfs.
Do your AKA so we can get the fuck out of here. You're done.
I am the one and only Busy 9-3. Some like to call me the motherfucking Kango Don or Kwame Khalifa. I would read through the list for you motherfuckers, but I'm going to just go off what I remember right now. So if you don't know, you won't know, bitch. I am the one and only Mr. Liddy Two Titty. Why is that, Mr. Ortega?
Because you fresher than a bag of new fitties.
And why is that?
Because you just so happen to might be possibly clean.
With this $300 paper planes fit on you, right, you bitch, you.
And we'll go get that $25 million, though. But
bitch, a.k.a. the Distinguished Dissenter, a.k.a. Captain Dr. Science. It's not drip, it's paper plane. Get it right. Send it back. All of that. Kimbo Slice or something. Rest in peace. Yeah. Oh, Kwame back, bitch. Touchdown in Detroit a couple days ago. I don't know from personal interaction, but I've heard a few things from a few people that told me a few things because they heard a few things and saw some pictures on Instagram. So
God bless the streets.
I'm just saying, when he get back right and everything good, he get the feds off his ass, you already know what that interview gonna look like. We might be back in the Manugian for y'all that don't know.
Man,
it's real Detroit.
That's real. Hailing from the home of bitchin' tequila, 50 cent margaritas, and cartel dealings, A1 on the mic, motherfucking Jose Ortega, a.k.a. Joe Banano, smoking Cohiba blunts at the Copacabana. It should be bars. Y'all rappers, y'all can't even come up with that shit. Rappers.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
A.k.a. Tequila Poppy, a.k.a. Martin Quarantino, a.k.a. all Jews and white people owe me money. Why, Mr. 93?
Because they stole something from a galaxy in time far, far ago called the culture. And we want it back.
Exactly.
Bitch.
So, therefore, give us Black Jesus back. Stop making them white. A.k.a. the dopest things with fentanyl cut, COVID-19 vaccine, heroin.
This ain't no Moderna. It's off that block.
Clear up everything you got, my nigga. A.k.a. Joey Left Wrist. A.k.a. the pod guy. A.k.a. Lil O, you know what I'm saying? A.k.a. me and your girl point and laugh at you and Busy Spit hit you in Little Caesars and your grandmother's having a heart attack on the fucking phone. And I don't care. I'm sorry. This time I didn't buy a Slurpee and shit because that shit was like $1.5 billion and shit. You know what I mean? It just wasn't even worth it no more. You feel me?
After you make
social
so
distancing
much money,
too.
After you make so much money and do so many things and you charge, the prices for Slurpees just get higher and higher. All you can do is submit to your slave masters and admit we are your gods. You can't afford the Slurpee no more. All you got to do is listen.
It was $250,000 for like a shot of a Slurpee. It was ridiculous.
Come in, dress up, listen.
A.k.a. the next revolutionary immigrant. A.k.a. I'm God, bitch, you not. There's Fly God, and there's Pod God. Praise the Holy Trinity, you bitch. A.k.a. the reason your girl has whiplash. A.k.a. Overtime Ortega. A.k.a. Tony juggling the speakerphone. A.k.a. 2021 High Five Space Ghost. Ooh. You dig me. A.k.a. the improper disciple. A.k.a. Debo, yo, A.k.a. AKA Rolly, and it's faceless because I'm tasteless and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't got no taste. I don't give a fuck. AKA Tito Lee. AKA Washington Irresponsible, as always. AKA Zay Mysterio. AKA The Kush Crusader. AKA Healthy and Married, COVID's Free. You feel me? Can't say that for my co-host, because, wow. AKA my personal favorite, the Petronome. In this episode 142, Millennials Podcast, House of Spades Media, we back in the motherfucking stew in this bitch from now on. We live, we active. Donate, share, subscribe, tell your peoples. Tell your peoples. Matter of fact, tell your imaginary friend to donate to our shit. You feel me? And then you donate twice.
For real. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your bald-headed granny. Scallywag or not.
You stealing out of purses anyway and hitting verified checked houses and shit. You might as well put $10 on the show. That's all I'm saying.
Hey. If you are verified and you living in that blue check lifestyle, go ahead and donate that dub. It ain't gonna hurt you. We got $1, we got $5, we got $10, and then we got that dub.
And after you done trafficking, like getting through, trafficking them diamonds out from hitting those verified houses and shit and clean some money, send a couple bags through. You feel me? Why not? You know,
like, share, subscribe. Cut up all your favorite parts for your friends, so I ain't got to do that much work, and neither does George. And we will be back once again, you bitches,
next week.
And you know what's gonna happen after that? We're gonna invade your ear holes again. Peace.